Good evening, good morning. My name is Kariuki, and before we get into this today, I need a minute of honest housekeeping. I've been watching these videos, and this is something I've noted. Some of you haven't subscribed, you haven't liked, you haven't shared with somebody. Sorry, we're gonna do a little bit of. I have a preacher kind of voice. You will probably see a little bit of that today, and I would want for you to do that today. Please subscribe, like, and share. This is not for me. It's for the message, and you will see what I'm talking about. And here's why it actually matters right now. Now, God willing, this show is headed somewhere bigger. I would like to bring some real estate professionals, stock traders, business owners, decision makers, entertainers, political figures, in as much as we don't like political figures, but they make policies that affect us every day. And also other influencers who are actually shaping what you see and hear. Let me give you a case like when it comes to stocks. Yesterday, there is this stock called Moderna. And yesterday morning, they announced that they are working on a vaccine for cancer. Now, guys, listen. Let's assume you had a $10,000 investment on Moderna yesterday morning. In a few minutes after they announced that $10,000 turned out to be $1 million. Instant millionaire made just like that out of a $10,000 investment. Those are the people I would want to bring in those shows, in these kind of shows, to really help you. Now, these are the people who are living inside these systems that we have been talking about. Not just theorizing them from the outside. Now, I want you to imagine the flight framework. I mentioned that in a few episodes back. And we're going to do it in real time. With someone who trades stocks for a living, or someone who is actually sitting in a room where policy is getting decided. That only happens if this channel grows enough to earn those conversations. Because it's those numbers that we create with these channels that are going to give us that credibility to reach those kind of people. And I know by you showing up here today, you're really wanting that. So subscribing, liking, sharing, that's not just support. That is you helping build the guest list that benefits you and me. Okay, let's get into today's framework. Now, see this globe? I keep it right here on purpose. Because everything we talk about on this channel doesn't stay in one country, one political party, one side of an argument. It touches the business owner, the person clocking in for a shift, those of us that are working, someone in Africa, someone in Europe, someone in the Americas, someone in Asia. Now, this globe reminds me and you that these ideas are not small. They reach everybody. And this right there, my book, The Comfortable Lie, I wrote it because most of us are being told a story about the world. Somebody else is telling you a story. And not the true story. It's a story that benefits whoever is telling it. That's why people make decisions that don't even serve their own interest. Someone votes a certain way in America. Someone votes a certain way in Kenya. Someone takes a side in the Middle East. And actually, talking about Middle East, what is going on in Iran issue? The Strait of Hormuz. Guys, this affects you more than you really think. The cost of oil, and we're going to be talking about, we will talk about petrodollar. We're going to talk about the military-industrial complex. That may seem like a vocabulary right now, but I'll help you understand this because these are things that affect your pocket every day. What's happening in the Middle East right now? You go to the grocery shop, groceries. The groceries are up. Everything that we use in the groceries and whatever has been transported there by something that is using oil. So when oil goes up, the cost of everything follows it and it goes up with it. That is what we're talking about, guys. And often it is not because, these people actually we're talking about, or me and you really have studied these facts. Now, someone narrated the world, to us from a selfish angle. And we never got the chance to see it clearly. Now, that confusion, that gap between comfortable story and the real one is what I'm calling cognitive dissonance. It's the whole subject of this book right here. And actually, my book is called How Cognitive Dissonance Became the Most Dangerous Weapon in the 21st Century. So this is how I fight every time. I call it flight framework. We're going to go through it again. I know we went through it a few episodes back. By facing reality. The F is facing reality. What is actually true? Not what I am afraid of or what I wish were true. And then learning relentlessly. That my arrows and arrows again. Sorry. Am I still curious? Or have I already decided how I feel? Inspecting your assumptions. Whose story am I repeating right now? Is it mine or someone else? And then growing beyond comfort. Am I choosing the easy version of this or the true version? And this leads into holding myself accountable. What am I actually going to do differently? In my budget? In my business? In my family? In my relationships? How am I going to do it differently? And then we're going to take action purposefully. Take purposeful action. Not someday. Today. Now, that's the filler. Every big idea on this channel runs through those 6 questions before it's worth acting on. Now, the globe light here reminds you this is bigger than you and me. The book gives you the tool. And soon, real voices from inside these systems will help apply it. And please get the book also. For those of you that haven't been able to get the book, it's available actually worldwide. You can get it anywhere. Let's say like in Kenya, you can get it as ebook. I don't know about getting a hard copy, but you can look into that. We can look into that. So please do get the books, those ones who can be able to get it. But the biggest call for now is really subscribing and sharing and liking and commenting also. I need comments. We need to build this. This is a conversation. This is not me telling you, but you also telling me and telling me what resonated with you and where we need to go with this. Well, anyway, I'm done with my preaching. Numbers we can trust and systems that we can understand. Thank you. Have a good week.